Right, excuse the mess, but we've just come up with the final plan, cat's outside, look, regarding this space. So I had a bit of a brainwave, and the idea is to completely swap it over. So this side would be my kitchen build, this side would be where the cat wheel goes and their play area. So let's go for this side first. There will be a kitchen surface here and up there, so it's about 2 foot deep, and the extra bit here. There will be a log burner, tables, top log burner going up, with a chimney going up through there, so I can then heat water and have pipes going through into the shower room straight through that wall there. So the countertop will be under here, so I have a window to my kitchen. There will be a wall cupboard, a shallow wall cupboard just 8 inches deep here, on here for storage. There'll be a sink here and an induction hob there, so we'll be gas free. Obviously I can still carry the portable camping gas stove, which is what I'll be carrying on with. I won't be carrying big bottles due to the difficulty of getting them. And obviously we have the log burner, which would be wood pellets and coal and everything for cooking on, and also for heat in this area being such a difficult area to heat up. So there'll be a tabletop log burner, induction hob and sink. Camping stove can be used in the centre if needed. Shelf there, windows, and maybe have another bit of storage up the top there. But obviously we've got the chimney going there, so probably wouldn't do that. So this wall is going to be heat. Benefit of this is obviously the other side of this wall will be built and extended out to have all the battery power packs, all the solar stuff and everything else up to this height. This could be a completely unit here, so all the power banks and everything will be going through to power up all the electric and all the power and the heat, and the things will be going down this side of the van. So through there obviously is my shower toilet, so that can all be done later as well. And obviously I've got a diesel heater in the living room, so that's my heat in there. But obviously having the wood burner in here will allow us to cope in the winter to heat up this area which gets colder, but also to cook on. So then that then leaves this side, excuse the washing up at the moment, to have, there's enough room here to put the cat wheel in. That will be enclosed in this bit, so then the cats will have their climbing frame and all their toys. They're not stopped by the window, so they've got all this wall they can have their hammocks and things on like this. There will be a hole through there, so they'll have access through into the back room, so that would be opening and closable as well, so I can obviously stop them coming and going from that, but allow them to come in. And when I'm driving, we'll have a panel on here, hopefully. This will be enclosed in that wire mesh or whatever, so they can come in when I'm driving and actually sit at the top and look through the window better, because obviously there'll be no wall here, it will be sort of mesh and everything. So that would be the cat space there. Because I've only got the gas bottle attached to that camp stove at the moment, there's nothing here that needs to be worried about. I've got a battery pump sink going to ground, and this is all rotten, so this had to be removed anyway. So rather than remove all this and redo it here, I thought it'd be better off to actually have much more kitchen space here. And also if I do the counter there, that will allow me to have the fridge that I need, the fridge freezer built in that I need, and obviously this pot storage as well, like a desk. And I might even still use a desk, so I can still sit at that desk. Obviously even my 4-foot desk would fit on that, but obviously I want to have enough stability to actually hold and carry the log burner regarding weight. So this probably be completely built new to what is needed there, and obviously then have all the storage underneath. So that will cater to all the electric, the hob I need, the fridge I need, and the storage I need, and everything here. So this would be the kitchenette, and obviously that would make it again look nice for you, people looking in this way, and it will obviously say warm up the space. And then going through into the back room, we'll have the toilet. Shower will be done at some point. This will be, as I've told before, the big double bunk beds with a catchery bunk on top with a bottom bit that they have a little tray in, or an extra bit of space, so they've got their own little catchery space can be shut into when the back is open. That's a removable seat, so they can have access in and out the door. And then when the cat door goes through here, it will come out this side here, and then obviously I can have a top shelf here for the cats to jump onto. There'll be a jump over onto their bunk, and also that bunk will also be going above the door as well, so they'll have a bit of jump down, walk across here, jump up onto their walk there, and go through into the playroom and into the wheel. And then obviously I can have this door can be opened against the cat wheel, and into the kitchen. This will be obviously a lot better kitchen space that way. So obviously this has all got to be torn out anyway to insulate and to tear all this old carpet out and to insulate the ceiling. But then obviously I'll be able to now put solar panels on the roof, a chimney hole through there. Obviously I'll try to make a box section for the kitchen, so we've got heaters contained. Tile the wall, stick on tiles or whatever, maybe real tile the back of the wall of the counter, and that will look really, really nice. And obviously the cladding, well, not much cladding anyway, but it'd just be a nice thing. And obviously have it all then tied, all the wires and everything else can be all redone and all connected all the way through. And make it accessible for people to look in the cupboard here. This would be floor to that level, as I say, battery cupboards, electrical cupboards and everything else. And that still allows me to have a little bit of a box storage or something up there to store some bits above the cab. Even with things like, I've got to have the what do you call it, the plug socket. It's got to be somewhere for outside plugging at a campsite. And then for a cat flap, it'll either go through there. I mean, there's no reason why we can't put a cat flap through the door itself as well. So that's obviously an option. The same with having the door open at the moment when we're getting cold. There's enough space, I think, to actually have a cat flap and have them access into that step. I was thinking of using this little hole here, but then that would then mean that they need to have a step or a chair outside. But if we go that way, there should be sort of a jumping in and out, or I might have it going through the floor and out underneath the van. We'll worry about that later. Obviously that's not necessary at the moment, but yeah, there we go. That's the plans for the kitchen area, cat playroom. It's obviously better for them here, they've got a lot more space. And then ongoing, this obviously is going to be going on all through the year and a couple of years ahead, but at least I can tear this down, get it framed out and learn to live this way with the new layout. And obviously it won't hurt having all this torn out. We still have a bottle underneath here, gas bottle and everything, just moved over this side because it is just contained by rubber pipe. It's just going under the desk. There's nothing here that's connected. Obviously we've got a nice safe connection there against the wall, but there's no reason why I can't just move that, and we'll go from there. And there you go, guys. Right, despite not being very well, I've got to walk to the post office to return the broken tracker, so I can get another one sent out. So I'm all stocked up with toilet roll, cat treats. Mischief's responded and is here, but Sparrow's still out wandering. So I'm just going to sit and wait for him to come back, and then we'll go for a walk through the pram. I've got it tied to the side this time, which just gives a Team Spirit a bit of space to walk on the path when they're going along, rather than up here, and teach them to walk on the left. And then go a little bit in front, but I don't want them going from here and all the cables going to the top. This will keep the cables down low. Might get trapped in the wheels a bit, but that one will go forward while Spirit sits in the pram. Mischief will better walk, and I can hold on to her as well and walk alongside her, hopefully. Obviously got to get some leads that are going to be sat on the end of there. I know, we're coming, waiting for him. Spirit, come on! Anyway, we're just waiting for this boy, and then we can go for a walk. Right, we're being for a walk with a pram, with the two of them to the post office, and I'm just taking Chief out on her own. Come on, baby. Because I'm going to kill this cold. I'm all wrapped up. Absolutely came back sweating buckets from the last walk, but I've just got to get moving and go back on keto on the 1st of January. So, and obviously I've got to get my exercise back on track. So I don't force myself to go out. She likes to come out with me as well. Oh yeah, hey. She actually come back in the van. We're sitting in the van. It's so cold. But I wanted to keep her out till 3 o'clock because obviously she'll be wanting to go out later. She comes in now. It's about 1 o'clock at the moment. So forced her to do a bit more walking. Come on. Then we can all go back in the warm nicely together. Good girl. Where are you going, eh? Good girl. This is where they go on their own, the bush with all the birds in. I've been watching her tracker and she hasn't actually gone much further than up here and all around the back of these houses. Staying quite close in this cold weather. I'm coming, good girl, I'm coming. I'll catch you later. Birds up there. It's full of sparrows. I don't know if you can see them or not. And then, there's all the red berries on the bushes. And the bush over here. Come on. This way. Going that way. And so let's go down the back of all these gardens. All the back of the house is down there. She shouldn't go far at all. You see the bottom of the road there is where the van is, just around the corner. And these bushes here, the birds love these berries, so that's where she finds them. Leave the birds alone, eh? I look awful, don't I? Won this scarf in a raffle. It's usually so cold around my neck. Obviously I've got the hood, but it's actually working really well, this, so I'm quite impressed with this. Left my gloves in the pram though, but I can put my hands in my pocket. I'm gonna walk around the block over here, just back down and around past the shops. Make sure I get actually a bit of walking in. To the post office and back's about 1.3 miles, and then just around the block here is about 0.3. So that'll be 1.5 miles done today, which I'll do. You coming in? She's wary look because I know, she said, but it's a road there. Come on, stay with mummy. We'll walk around the block. Come on. Good girl.